when you're out there. I know you're going to be tired. I know you're going to be delirious. But you need to just think and make wise decisions. Make wise decisions. Wise decision. 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 Wise decision.
Welcome to Delirious West. We are here at the check-in at Northcliffe Hotel, and I've just bumped into these legends. Part of Stu's crew. Check this out. Look at this, guys. Stu's crew. There's Grandma, there's Taya, there's Kaya, there's Beck, and there's Ella. Hi team, how are we?
Yeah.
Good?
Yeah.
And we're here to watch a bit of a Bogan beer run. So Beck is going to represent the Bogan beer run, and so is Grandma. Should be a bit of fun. I'm going to have lunch here. Let's go in. There you go. Got that. Okay, so just checked in. Got the number 223. Got some stickers. Got the car. Personal resuscitator for Stuart. Perfect, and a complimentary shirt as well. So good times. I'll buy some merch in a minute. Then it'll be the Bogan beer keg run. Free. Yeah, check out this guy. Look at this. Here he is, the king.
Without having the flag, just have my short half an hour crack. And have my
This is fantastic. Stu's crew, have a good week. Have a good week.
To look after back.
We got the three favourites here to take it out this year. Look at these three beauties. Fantastic.
I'd do me.
On every single keg, we are going to have a member of the crowd here. Okay?
Race morning, big day has come. It's also this person's birthday. Happy birthday. How are you?
Good.
Got some presents? Happy birthday sign. Well done. Here's the team ready to go. Ready to go, team?
Yes.
Got the crew leaders over there. Let's do it. Let's do it. Let's do it. Let's do it, Chuggy.
Raging fires come to heal, to burn what's in our way.
The Delirious West event begins in true Delirious style, with all the race directors sculling a beer. Once they've sculled their beers, we're sent off and we begin on our adventure.
Come on, Susan. No rush.
Yeah. Bye, guys.
To each one I failed, to each one I saved. Here's to all of you who shaped the man I am. 'Cause I've called the darkness and I've called the lights, and I've called upon the brightest stars of nights. And I go to sleep, I let them in. I'm holding on to you. Oh, and the wind has turned, the raging fires come to heal, to burn what's in our way.
Okay, first kilometre down, 340 something to go. So good day, Glenn.
Hey, how you
This guy, a bit of a mentor here for this run for me. I've watched a couple of his videos, especially the one last year, and it was amazing. Consistent running, check it out. Really worthwhile. He's not filming this time though, are you, mate?
No, just a bit more relaxed.
So I'm going to get him to film all my stuff. Hello, legend! Devil Moon track. Here we go. Still 340 something k's to go. Beautiful morning. 5 k's in, and already there's a lot of tracks going back and forth. Stuff like this. Took one off. That's not even the sign I need, but like these little ones. Just over 10 k's in, and we're on some thick sand, heavy thick sand, so just having a stroll through it. Sun's starting to get up. So far so good, all moving okay. A long way to go.
Like around Northcliffe, like in the evenings at the top of that street.
Here with Adam, legend from Sydney, multi 200 mile events under his belt. So very kindly he says he's going to carry my pack for me.
I'm not sure, that might get you disqualified.
Yeah, true. So yeah, just coming up some of this sandy trails. Some of it in sections is quite slow and thick, so we're just trying to save our energy. Others, you get these little sections of runnable terrain, but certainly no expert. All I'm trying to do is conserve a lot of energy, and if I can get through to 70 k's feeling like I haven't done 70 k's, hopefully that's going to help me out. But I'm aware that anything's going to happen. Now, which way do we go here? I think we go this way.
Snake.
Following the snake. Just coming into on the Bibbleman track here, almost 17.5 k's in. Got the water tank. Gardener. Bit of a campground or something here. Supplies. There you go. Campfire's prohibited. It's only a bit warm now. Rocking the hat. But I think we've got about another 10 k's until the first checkpoint.
unassisted, so I won't see Beck and Grandma and the girls till around about the 42-43k mark. We're starting to go up a hill. I am almost 25 kilometres in, and it is thick sand still. Trying to save a lot of energy by just walking on the side of the path, but a lot of this stuff has been not runnable because I don't want to spend the energy fighting through that thick sand. It's all part of the plan for day one, is to try and save as much energy as I can, because I'm going to be out here for many days, who knows. So yeah, just trying to stick to the plan. It is hard though when you've seen other people take off and you got that white line fever and you want to try and keep up with them, but I've got to run my own race and stick to the plan. First checkpoint.
Thank you so much.
Hi guys, how are you? Okay, so it's all happening back at that aid station. Quite a few people there now, and I've got my banana bread in hand, my Coke, restocked all my fluids, so my flasks are all good. Oh, back into this thick sand again. A couple of pieces of watermelon, which are beautiful. Put some sunscreen on, because I'm starting to feel my arms are getting burnt, and we're on the trail. Ready to see Beck and the girls in 15 odd Ks maybe? That doesn't sound too bad. Almost 34 Ks in, and just come up to this water station. Hey mate.
How you going?
Good. That's a good idea. Yeah. It's not drinkable though.
Oh, I've drank it last time.
Okay. I'm gonna put some in my hat, I think, and then see how we go.
It's only 8Ks for the next one. So.
Yeah. It's hot.
Yeah, that section was open, wasn't it?
Yeah, it's hard. Like it's slow sand as well.
Yeah. So I just gave up and pretty much just walked.
So did I.
Thought, bugger, I still can't get my heart rate down, so
Oh really?
no point. Well, you know, it was 130, 140.
Yep.
And I thought that's too high for walking, isn't it?
It was bloody hot. Like yeah. Oh, that's good.
But I couldn't, you know, I was too busy at that last aid station to get anything.
Yeah.
Just move on, yeah.
All right, mate. You'll probably come past me in a minute, so I'm gonna hit the trail. It's this way, yeah. All right, so I'm glad to hear it's not just me that's finding the heat struggle. It's obviously a lot of other people as well. It was nice to wet the hat. So this is some sort of campground. I can see some water. Good on you if you want to head in here and camp here. Amazing spot. We're going this way. Back on the trail. Just going through this nice forest section here. The terrain, the grounds are actually runnable, which is nice compared to that first section, which was just, as you saw, so heavy, the sand. But because it's so hot, I'm trying to keep my heart rate down, and it just keeps rising so quickly. So I'm having to run a bit, walk a bit, and going through so much hydration. So I've already gone through one flask. Got about a quarter of my hydrolytes left. And I don't know how much in my camel pack left. There can't be too much left, but the aid station is probably 6 k's away, which is a good thing. Just can't even get my heart rate down now walking. So hot. Look at the size of this tree. It is huge. Absolutely huge. Just over 39 k's in, and looking forward to the aid station. Just over 4 k's to go, hopefully. I'm just trudging along here. I probably only got a k to the aid station. Just wanted to celebrate a little milestone here. Under 300 kilometres to go. It's a good little win. Looking forward to the aid station. Completely out of hydration now. Looking forward to something to eat. And seeing Beck and the girls and Grandma. Just going to sit down for probably 10 to 20 minutes, charge up the phone, and just replenish everything, refuel, carry on, because I can't see them again till I think it's almost 90 kilometres. That's a fair way.
So when Stu came into the first assisted aid station, I think it was at Chesapeake Road West, and he was looking pretty good. Hot, obviously, but we all were, and particularly him and all the other runners out there in that heat. But yeah, considering how hot it was, and he'd already done something like 40 odd Ks, he looked pretty good coming to the aid station. So we were pretty happy to see him and just make sure he was okay. There was no reception out there, so all we had was a little tracker and a little dot. But by the time we went in to meet him at the checkpoint, we couldn't even access that anymore. So yeah, it was good to see him, and good to see him looking so well at that point.
Oh, well done, Mr. Ringo!
Hello, people!
Oh, well done!
Hello! Hello!
What's your number?
223.
And another one. What's your number?
Hello! Happy birthday!
Do you just realise you just did more than a marathon?
Yeah.
Hiya.
You tired, eh, Grandma?
Hi.
How are you?
Yep, over here.
How you going?
Good, we're good.
Hello! Oh, look at that! We love it. Look at that, girls. Huh?
I just showed them just before.
I love it. Thank you. Oh, some watermelon.
We have some strawberries, peacherines, apples, ice blocks.
Beautiful. Look at that. Might go to
Oh, yeah. I wrote all the names down here for it. You want a wrap? You want a wrap?
Plum.
Dad,
Watermelon?
you still look like
I really want watermelon.
You still look like really fine. You look like you've barely even done anything. We got some.
Just over 42, 40, what do you mean, 43 Ks?
43, yeah.
And I've got a little blister already. I never get blisters, and I've got one already. And the girls had to see my feet. What did you think of my feet when I got them out?
It did not look good. It did not look good.
They were black.
It's like.
Where's that sock? Hold up that sock, Ella.
It's like those. Ew. Why are you actually holding it?
Look at that. Anyway, so we're going to change the sock over.
It's like those grandpa's, those like really old grandpa's toes.
So we're going to change it over. They're really looking after me. Maybe a tea. I've eaten pretty much all the watermelon,
Can I have one?
and I've got the noodles to go. So yeah.
Yeah, when he mentioned that he had a blister at that aid station, or had the beginnings of a blister, I was pretty surprised actually, because he's done multiple, 100k events, huge amount of training, 50, 60 kilometre runs, and blisters have never been an issue for him. So it was pretty alarming. It's not something we really prepared for. Really, we hadn't even considered that as a possible issue. We considered other things, but the blisters were probably something that we really didn't give enough attention to in hindsight. So yeah, it was a bit of a surprise to learn that he had a hot spot or the beginning of a blister that early.
Which way do we go?
I don't know. I'm coming with you.
Hey! 223 out.
223. Do it.
Yeah.
14, 46.
You're off. Yeah, which way do we go? You're going up here. Oh, okay, awesome. Thanks, guys.
Should be a signage there somewhere. Follow the people, follow the signs.
Beautiful. Thanks, legend. See you, Michelle. All right. So, a bit longer than expected on that one, but refueled. And I don't know if you can tell, my hat is dripping. I've got a heap of ice in there at the moment. So, it's been brutally hot for this pasty white Victorian. So, I also got an extra bottle of water in, but probably a little bit overkill because we've only got 12 k's to go. But I'll be honest, that first section kicked my fucking ass. The heavy sand was challenging, and I was right, I do have a hot spot on my foot, so I had to tape that up, which I never get blisters, but apparently the sand, and it's all part of Delirious, brings out the best in you. And I've got to do up my shoelace. My heart rate's come down at least. The ice in my hat is definitely helping, I think. I thought we could see our crew again at about 80-90 k's or something. It's actually in 12 k's from that other checkpoints. This is some nice area here. It's a little bit shady, and right in the forest. Yeah, the southern forests of Western Australia. Nice bit of a rocky section here. Coming up to 46 k's in. I'm with my mate Duck, who's done multiple 200s and just a wealth of knowledge. He's keeping me all positive and in a good frame of mind. He's a good bloke. So yeah, so aid station now, pretty much probably about 9 k's away or thereabouts. It's good. Still got my ice as well. Just had another little milestone reached. Just clicked over 50 k's. So that's great news. Coming to a little road crossing here with my man. Not a car around for miles. My man Gabe. And we are en route to the 55k aid station. Just running into the 55k mark, feeling good. Just got on a run, come straight around the corner, see my first snake. He has gone straight in there, and he was moving. Yeah. Alright, aid station just up here. Good stuff. Let's see if my crew are up here at the 55k aid station. 223. 223.
Duper duper? Oh,
yeah. So when's the next time I'll be seeing you up this one?
Tomorrow. Tomorrow.
Tomorrow. Did you gotta go home to bed?
Yeah.
Ah.
Goodbye.
Have you had fun today?
Yeah. It's been fun getting all the stuff prepared for you.
Really? What about you? Taking the marchies?
Yeah.
Are you winning?
Yeah.
Those march flies are brutal.
Jesus.
I'm having some cramping at them, some chafing. And how you going there, Beck?
Oh, Mum,
Just
there's some
putting
down
some
the
stuff
bottom
on his
here.
asshole.
Mum, there's some down the bottom here.
The girls are watching you.
Not good. Did you put plenty on?
Yeah, you need someone here too.
Oh, this is crap. Does Dad care if he...
Just saying goodnight to the girls.
Where's my
See you in the morning, beautiful. Thanks for coming today. Thanks for supporting.
Ah.
See you, Grandma.
See you, Stuart.
Bye, babe.
Bye. Love you.
Bye.
Alright,
Bye.
bye,
Thank
babe.
you. Bye.
So on the morning of the beginning of the race, the heat was horrific. It was 42 degrees. There was really no shade. You felt like you were in the middle of a desert. It was brutal, and even just standing around waiting for Stu, you know, coming out of the air-conditioned car, coming out to the heat, it was just, honestly, we were all sweating profusely, just running around trying to organise things for him. So it was hard to imagine how they were all going out there, actually running in it, or, you know, trying to get through the sand and difficult conditions. But yeah, it was definitely a really hot day.
So I was about to talk about that last aid station. Not even. Look at that. Number 2. So anyway, yeah, that last aid station was a really slow turnaround. Oh, I think we were there for 45 minutes or something. The reason for that is the crew weren't aware that I was there. They were parked around the corner, and I was actually about to leave, and they came wandering down. I was like, "Oh, hey guys!" So it was good, but they thought there was going to be another sort of 20 minutes to half an hour, and obviously I wasn't. And I'm a bit on edge now. I think I'm seeing snakes. Anyway, and so they didn't have anything prepared. It was just one of those frustrating long changeovers. So fortunately we didn't get to charge my phone, but the tracker has been giving me grief for 56 kilometres, 55 kilometres, whatever it's been. And it's got these bloody marsh flies. And oh god, I thought that was a snake as well for a moment. Anyway, so fortunately enough, the aid station crew had some some cable ties, and Beck changed my tracker on my bag because it was just rubbing on my shoulder. It was giving me grief. So she's moved my bib down the back of my bag further and put the cable ties on. Needed 4 cable ties, but she's done it. As I was about to leave, I could just feel chafing downstairs, so it wasn't good. I've ended up changing my running jocks, and they were just covered in salt. Covered. Absolutely covered in salt. And because it's been so hot and I haven't acclimatized to it, I've still got ice in here now, and we're coming up towards probably 5:45 to 10 to 6 at night, and it has started to cool down now, thankfully. But it's just been brutal today. Alright, so just had a little dunk of the hat out of the water back there a couple times, washed the face, which is nice. Look at this spot. This is magnificent. Wow. Just on 60 k's in. Well, it's really nice now. Look at the sky. Everything's still. The heat of the day is gone. My hat is drenched with both sweat and every opportunity to fill it with ice or water. Just reflecting a little bit at the moment. I've gone a little bit slower than what I hoped to, but I hope that means all good things for down the track for later on in the days to come. Certainly very surprised at getting a blister so early on. I don't normally get blisters, but I think it was just a sand got in there, and knock on wood, but that's okay at the moment. Hopefully it stays like that, so it's good to get on those things early. What's worse at the moment is my chafing. Chafing's very uncomfortable, but I put some Bepanthen on and that seems to have really helped. So I need to continue to keep applying that. Just dropping my DAX on the trail and basically lubing myself up with Bepanthen. So it's going to happen where someone comes around the corner and sees me, but oh, what do you do? Okay, so we are officially into the night of day one, heading towards the Pangarup aid station. I must admit, I kind of wanted to be there on dark, so with all the doom and gloom I've been saying earlier, at the moment I'm probably only 4.5 kilometers off what I hope to be, really. So yeah, it's not bad. Okay, here we are at the aid station at long last. Hello.
Hello.
How are you?
Hello.
Hi, how are you guys?
Good, how are you?
I'm pretty good.
Pretty good?
Yeah.
What's your number?
223.
223.
This is a cute little aid station.
Yeah.
Awesome.
What do you find? Would you like anything to drink?
I'd love a Coke. Check out this food. I got a burrito and soup from these legends. Filled up all my water. This is a cool aid station. Got the 270 awning out. Professional campers, these guys. I like it.
Professional camp.
Mate, this is a lot better than what I thought. I scored. Burrito and the soup is amazing.
It's good that it's starting to cool down a bit.
Alright guys, 223 out. Thanks guys. Thank you so much.
No problem.
Appreciate it. Okay, well have a great night. See you guys. Take care.
See ya.
What was that? Oh, I got you. Thanks, mate. Right at the light. Here we go. We're going right up here. All right. And I got my Coke for the road. Taking advantage of the cooler weather right now, and it's actually waking me up a bit as well, which feels good. Gonna make it up while I can. I'm feeling good. Hey guys, just come out of that aid station. Been running for a little bit. Virtually ran most of it, and it was about probably 15 k's. Managed to chase down 8 runners in front of me, which was nice. Yeah, it was good. So 21 k's to the next aid station, but we've just hit another milestone. Under 250 k's to go. So that's good. Little wins, baby. Little wins. Anyway, see you soon. Back into the darkness. I just come flying around the bend and stopped within half a foot of this little guy. I just pulled up. I don't know if you can see that on the camera. That there is the third snake for me. This guy will not get off the path. Oh, finally. What the fuck? Oh my god. Me with the legends at the sleep station here. Look at this. World famous hot bricky wrap. Here's the crew leader.
Thanks, guys. Yeah, load up the salt and pepper, yeah.
Especially if you're cramping.
Good start of the morning. Man, amazing. Great. After sleep, slept in the car with Beck. She just kind of gave me the back seat. Cramped up probably only about 6 or 7 times. But it was good. It was good. So we made up a lot of ground last night. So after that day yesterday, it was just brutal. March fires. What's up with your March fires?
I don't know, mate. They suck, don't
They are terrible.
Friendly. There's an air guard on the table if you want some.
Yeah, I will. I'll take some before I go.
Yeah, well, last a few. It won't last you to the aid station, but it might give you a bit of reprieve for a while.
Good morning. What a morning. Look at that. That is a nice morning. I'm really glad I'm here for this morning. Leaving a little bit later than what I wanted, but it's really good. There's Astrid down there, photographer. She's going to go down and set up. She wants to get a couple of photos of me hitting the beach. So yeah, spectacular morning. Well, what a morning. I'm actually glad that I stopped last night, because the way I wouldn't have found this. In fact, I was getting lost coming into that last checkpoint. I kept doing loops up the top, and then anyway, I had to go to the Gaia apps, open it up, and then even on the Gaia apps it didn't show to get down there. Anyway, I figured it out. It cost me about an extra half hour, to be fair. So that was rough, but anyway, we're here now. And look at this. Pretty amazing this morning. Feel very fortunate. And I'm feeling good after sleep. I allowed an hour. Certainly didn't get the full hour because I kept cramping up. But I feel better for it. I feel a lot better for it, to be honest. First trail running event with a sleep. Well, it was different. And yeah, the time is 6:57. So I left a little bit later than what I wanted, because I wanted to get to the 120 by 7. So anyway, that's okay. We're currently at 1:13. So that's all right. Anyway, I'm bracing for another big day today. Fucking March flies, hot. So I'm glad last night we made up that time. Anyway, talk to you later. Here is our turn off. I've come from way down there, and the climb's been brutal this morning. I'm sucking in the big ones from that. Yeah, just real thick beach sand, you know, surf coast sand, real thick, heavy stuff. And I hope I'm up the top now. Even had to start getting into my electrolytes already, and I've still got probably another 16 kilometers to get to the aid station. So I was not expecting this early on, but yeah, glad that I slept there last night. Wouldn't have wanted to do this last night. Oh, I spoke too soon. We're still going up. Look at that. Spectacular.
Oh, tell you what, this section has been shit. Just up and down sand dunes, come over that. It just doesn't give up. I'm over it. Almost 120 k's in. Well, it is nice to get in off the beach area there and into this shaded area right now. That is a welcome relief. Oh, I've drunk a lot of my fluids. Certainly wasn't expecting it to be like this. Oh God. Oh. Oh. So this is definitely the hardest section. We've came over that back one, wandered our way around, and just going up these steep climbs. A little bit concerned because I'm starting to run low on my fluids now. And I've got just got a message on my phone and look what's happened. Restarting. The question is, will the previous information be there? I need to sit in the shade. Okay. I'm not in the shade, am I? Put my head back here. Oh, it's there. Resume. Oh. This section has been absolutely relentless. Already been out here over 3.5 hours, and I've still got five and a half k's left, and my mouth is that dry with the Cliff Bar. It's like chewing gum. Bizarre. Bit bouncy. Jesus. Old trusty bridge, eh? Alright, pretty sure I've got to climb up here and then go across to the aid station. I think I'm only a K away. Here's the aid station finally. Hi, do I have to go over this?
Yeah, you got to go down there.
Oh no, that's not a time in that.
Person that said that.
Yeah.
Well done.
Hi guys.
Hello.
Hello.
223.
223. Oh, you're right. I'll grab it.
Thank fuck, that's over with.
63. What are you going over with? You're not even halfway.
That was brutal.
Did you like the climb?
2, 2, 3.
2, 2, 3. See my hearing.
Hey.
Okay, all good.
All right, let's go.
Okay,
What a crew member.
That's not nice, Ella.
no, I'm trying to
How
come
those feet going, Big?
Okay.
They're looking better every time I see them.
That's
believe
not
they're actually
very fair. It isn't.
Thank you, Beck. Thank you, Grandma. Thank you, girls. Okay, so just left Mount Clare, and boy, did I need that rest. People that are going there, the runners that are going there, they're all looking wrecked, and understandably so, because it was a tough section, mentally and physically draining. It just keeps grinding on you. So now we've got a nice 9k section. It's going to lead down to Walpole, which is a sleep station. Mate, I tell you what, my crew, they're amazing. Beck, Grandma and the girls, I mean, Beck is incredible. She just, she did my feet. She, you know, covered up a hot spot, which I'm getting on my foot. And just told me to have a quick sleep, and I felt tired, and I don't ever sleep during the day ever, but I feel better for it. And yeah, sometimes you know, she's just a great wife, and I'm a very lucky person to have her. Listen to me, huh? Fucking hell. Anyway, let's get on with this. Let's worry about getting down to Walpole. Spectacular. So I've just left the Walpole Rec Centre. Just got a message probably from Beck, and my phone, my watch, has done it again. We'll find out what happens. Got told to take the poles with me on this one, so I've got them. On course is up. Thank God for that. Resume. Oh, tell you what. So anyway, yeah, we're off. I think there's a bit of an incline on this one, so I got told to take the poles. I just had like a 20-minute snooze. And to be honest with you, it's probably the best sleep I've had yet. I did have a snooze obviously last night, but I felt like this was a deeper sleep. Look at the size of this thing. Giant chingle tree. Oh, there's another one down here. I assume I'm going the right way here. Wow. Alright, almost at the aid station. Boys, well, got some bad news. That there is starting to rip, which means that I've got to look after my hydration. Tomorrow's forecast is just 1 under severe, and then it gets worse on Saturday. So what that means is I'm going to have to put the GoPro on the back. Unfortunately, that's going to mean a lot of the footage is going to be limited. So my apologies, but obviously I need a pack to finish this event. So yeah, I'm not going to have as much footage going forward. I'll still get some, but it's not as much as I hoped. Well, that's to the challenge. So I was just power hiking and I just got hit by some water. I'm like, what the hell was that? Anyway, where's he gone? There he is. Little frog hit me in the leg. I'd rather that than a snake. That's good. There you go.
So coming into the giant trees, it was late at night, so Stu was pretty tired and I knew he'd need to rest there. We also had discussed seeing the medic when he got there because his foot had been giving him a bit of grief. Even at the previous checkpoint, I was concerned about his foot. He sort of was brushing it off, but yeah, that's when I probably started to become more concerned about it. And by the time he got to the big trees, I knew he needed to see a medic, even though he was still a little bit not really wanting to. I don't think he wanted to make a big deal out of it. And I guess if he tried to pretend it wasn't there, he could, pretend it didn't exist as much as possible. So we saw the medic at the giant trees, and they tried to help out with bandaging it up properly. We had a bit of a rest there as well. When he woke up, he actually forgot where we were and why we were there. But going on from that, he took off in pretty good spirits, and we're hopeful that what the medic had done would be enough to sort of get him through the rest of the race. I think he had probably an hour, maybe a little bit more sleep, and when I say an hour's sleep, it's probably 20 minutes by the time he actually falls asleep, and then I wake him up. And obviously with cramping and things like that, it's not much of a sleep. But he woke up and said, I need to go to the toilet. I said, no, that's fine, no worries. Got out of the car and we sort of started walking. Well, I started walking in the right direction. He was a bit confused and I thought, oh, he's just woken up. He hasn't had a lot of sleep. So we walked towards the toilets, and that's when he said, oh, what are we doing here? And I sort of looked at him just to check he wasn't joking. And he was dead serious. And I said, oh, what do you think we're doing here? And he said, oh, I don't know. Are we here for a fundraiser? Do we have to be here? And I looked at him and I said, I don't know, do we have to be here? I mean, mind you, it was 2 or 3 o'clock in the morning at this point, so I would have been happy to be anywhere else, but he sort of looked around and I think went to the toilet, come back, and he said, oh, I know why we're here. So yeah, I didn't know whether to tell him or just to let him figure it out, so I don't know. If in hindsight, if that happens again, I might just tell him where we are, but yeah, it was, looking back on it was pretty funny.
Oh, look! Checkpoint!
Here he goes, leaving the aid station here at Conspicuous Cliffs, heading for Peaceful Bay.
Sore feet.
Everyone's hanging on him down there because he doesn't look like he's got a hair out of place. I asked him if he's been on a park run this morning. So he's the pin-up boy for the trail runs.
Yeah, that's it.
How you feeling?
Ben will like that.
All right, yeah.
Not a hair out of place. I'm feeling all right, but honestly, the balls on my feet are sore, like the blisters are sore. And just when you sit down, have bacon and eggs, pumpkin soup, and strawberry milk. It's just an eating fest. But yeah, after a little while they sort of warm up and they just numb up.
Yeah.
So yeah, look at that view.
Be worse places to do it though.
Yeah, I know, right?
Alright, we'll see you in 15 Ks.
See you guys.
just how brutal that is, the incline. It's like bloody quicksand. You made it!
Love you!
Love you, bye!
Last night was a rough night. Yeah, didn't all go to plan. I was in a bad way. I just was hallucinating the whole night, seeing so much different stuff. Animals, shops. I thought I saw my daughter and that was a tree. A toy poodle, which was a fern. I told Beck to get the bed ready because I need to have a snooze. I was going to have 15-20 minutes. I walked in and she saw the state of me and said, no, you're having an hour. After I woke up from my nap, I legit did not know where I was, what I was doing, you know, who I was there with. I said to Beck, I go, what are we doing here? She looked at me like I have two heads, and I said, you need to explain what we're doing. I said, are we fundraising? And she's like looking at me like, what is wrong with this guy? And I went to the toilet, and before that I even said to Beck, do we need to be here? And she goes, yeah, well, do we? Anyway, when I got to the toilet, I just had the race director's head in my mind. I go, it's something to do with him. And then I'm like, I saw an Ultra Series flag. I'm like, oh, yeah, this is a race. And I'm like, oh, this is a trail run. So it was just bizarre. And Beck had to tell me what we're doing. And it just took me a while to piece it all together. So one of the strangest moments I ever had. And I generally was starting to get worried. I'm like, maybe I've got Alzheimer's. I don't know what I'm doing here. So, yeah, strange. We're now on the way to Peaceful Bay. A little bit of a celebration when we get to Peaceful Bay. That will be over 200 kilometers. So the first time for me ever doing 200 kilometers in an event. So yeah, I'm gonna probably have a little snooze there as well. So should be good. Just hit the 200k mark. 200k's just over 49 hours. So I'm actually pretty happy with that, considering.
So coming into Peaceful Bay, I knew Stu was going to be really tired. I knew he was going to need to sleep. It was coming off what looked like a pretty difficult section of beach. So prior to that, leaving him at Conspicuous Cliffs, he had been walking through the sand dunes for most of that section, and I think he at some point he was speaking to friends, and he had quite a difficult section coming into that Peaceful Bay checkpoint. So I walked down to the beach to meet him, so that I'd be able to see him sooner than waiting for him at the checkpoint. And we walked up together, and I could tell his spirits lifted as soon as he saw me, and we walked up together. But his foot was becoming a real problem by then. It had been a problem for quite a while by then, but I could see it was becoming difficult to manage, the pain. So we went up to the checkpoint together, had some food, had a bit of a rest. Stu had a shower, which I think made him feel a lot better. And just before going to sleep, I went and spoke to the checkpoint, the people running the checkpoint, and they said that a medic was coming. We knew we definitely needed to see the medic because we took the bandages off his feet so he could have a shower, and I had no idea how to put them back on. So we waited for the medic, which took a little bit longer than we'd hoped. We ended up being there for about 3 hours, but by that stage the medic was pretty busy, seeing a lot of other people, particularly for feet issues. So by the time we saw the medic, got Stu bandaged up, I think it was at that checkpoint that they pulled the blister band-aid off his foot, which was horrible to watch, but I think he was quite relieved once it was off. But yeah, we walked back together down to the beach, and I actually did the first bit of that section with him to the jet ski. I couldn't continue on that section with him because obviously I couldn't leave the car there. I needed to get the car to the next section, which the next time I was going to see him after that was Parry's Beach. There was another checkpoint in between that we couldn't access as crew. So got him off to the jet ski. He was in really good spirits actually. We had a really nice walk together on the beach even though it was horrendously windy. And yeah, it was really lovely to be able to do that together. And yeah, off he went, and he seemed in really good spirits at that point after seeing the medic, and yeah, it was good.
Hi guys, just here at Peaceful Bay, check it out. A really long stop, that one, 3 hours. Showered, rested, had a bit of a snooze, had to wait for the medic because she had to fix up my my feet. Anyway, we incorrectly put a blister band-aid on there, which was actually more hindering than helping. And look who I got with me. There she is. She's out, giving me some pacing on the next leg. We're going to get on the jet ski now. And then she's coming to join me later, hopefully. Beautiful, beautiful spot. Have a look at it. Just over there, I just got a jet ski ride across the inlet. So that was pretty cool. Today, here at Peaceful Bay, it's really hot, but because it's so windy, it's actually quite pleasant. It's just keeping the heat off. So I've got to go along here for another 6 kilometres and then it's up the sand dunes. So not sure where we're going to go tonight. I was a little bit worried with cut-off times and that, but I've been reassured by everyone now that a lot of the hard work has been done. So yeah, I got told just to walk along the beach here, save some energy, and I'm glad we are because it's a roaring headwind. But yeah, magical spot.
Leading into the Parry's Beach checkpoint, I'd spoken to Stu a few times on the phone when he had bits of reception. He sounded a bit disoriented a couple of times, and so he sounded probably more down than I'd heard him for the entire event up until that point. Even to the point where he felt like he wanted to sleep at the checkpoint at Boat Harbour. There was no crew access there, so he couldn't. I think he had a bit of a rest there, but not much, and his foot was really causing him a lot of trouble by then. So just chatting with him on the phone, just trying to get him to Parry's Beach, and then I think once he got there, he didn't know how to get into the checkpoint, so just a bit disoriented. It was challenging for me to even find where he came in, to be honest. So in the dark out there and under those conditions, it would have been tricky for him. Prior to him getting there, I'd already spoken to the team and let them know we definitely needed a medic. The medic was, I think, in Denmark at that point, so they'd called for the medic to come back to Parry's Beach to see Stu. So by the time he got there, the way he was walking was concerning. I didn't know how he was going to walk like that for another 140 odd Ks. I didn't think he'd be able to run. In fact, I can't imagine he would have been able to. So I guess the pressure of the blister had changed the way that he could even walk. So parts of him that were cramping up were probably, it was all to do with the way that he'd adjusted him to be able to accommodate that pain. So when he came in, got him into the car. I actually went up to the checkpoint, checked in, got him into the car, and said, you need to go to sleep. I was there with all my gear, because that was the first section that I could pace with him. So we were going to meet his mum in the morning with the girls at Denmark. We figured it'd take the full night to get through, so we could then go back and get the car I'd left at Parry's Beach. So yeah, he was looking forward to that. So it was probably the only thing that was, keeping him going, I guess, at that point, apart from the fact that, of wanting to complete the event. He was certainly looking forward to doing that section together. So we waited for the medic. He had a sleep. When the medic came, he was still asleep, but I knew he wanted me to wake him up if the medic got there, so we did that. The medic had a look. She dressed it again and said, just go back to sleep or whatever, to him. And she said to me, can we have a quick chat? So I walked up to the checkpoint with her, and she just said, look, this could turn nasty quickly, and what you need to prepare for is if it does get nasty quickly and he's out there, it could be hard to get him out of wherever he is. And not just that, like we just can't keep this thing clean. So it was already infected by this point. It was oozing like yellow green markets smelt. It was infected, and I guess the risk was that it was just going to get more and more infected. And she said, and his skin's coming away from his foot, like it's gradually peeling away off his foot. So, that could be a longer term injury and something to take into account. She obviously didn't want to go through all of that with him, put that responsibility on me, which I appreciated. And Stu and I had a chat before the event, and he said, if at any point you think it's becoming too risky for me to continue, I want you to let me know. And it was at that point that I thought that things were getting a bit too risky, and that it was time for him to seriously consider finishing up at that aid station.
We'll just see if we can put the thongs on.
I don't know, I can't. What's this? It's this one here. Yeah, what's the trouble? Tie down his shirt?
Yeah.
Should I get a torch? Sure. Wish I had toast. Got one. Oh, God. They're in the front bed. They're in the front. Just really small one.
So what's small?
Just the bottom of your foot.
Is it? Both or?
Predominantly the left.
Oh, fuck.
I'm not even standing tall. Okay. What's the tie on? Hey, you're done great. Just sit down, Stu.
Just see if I can.
What are you going to do, walking thongs for 14 Ks? No, I'm going to... Show me the bottom of the foot, lift it up. You look at the shape of it, dude. No, it's not. It's all swollen up, Stu. Okay?
Didn't she say the skin's coming?
She said the skin's coming away from
Lift
the
it
foot.
up.
I can't tell because it's bandaged. Oh, yeah, it is. The bandage has come back because it's just oozing the whole time. That's not... The bandage can't... think I might just stop recording, Stu, because it's
I think so.
The sand? Did all of that?
the sand, the walking.
Dad jump out.
I think I'm going to have to, Bub. One is I can't put any weight on it now after my sleep. And Mum, fair enough too, I can't keep, I'm just going to do a lot more damage.
It's right down to past his little toe. Look at it on a proper light.
Yeah, I know, that's what she said.
The medic said I'm going to have to see a doctor.
And it comes down to here as well.
You might want to photograph that if you can get that picture now. Sure. And the other foot too, look at it.
Yeah, the other
Look
one's
at the ball of the
started.
foot. Photograph that so Stuart can see it.
See that bit in there? That's where this one first started losing, and that's where it's going to.
Dad, you know we're extremely proud of you, right? And your toenails are always grummy anyway, so it's he's lucky. Different. He's lucky he made it to
100 miles, I know.
You made it over.
So I was just spoken to race control, Sean. Obviously it's a hard decision, tough decision. Beck's just switched off the tracker. It's all official now. Very first DNF. And yeah, it sucks. It really sucks because it's something that was out of my control. And I've just been virtually just handicapped. Hello guys, here we are in the accommodation in, where are we again?
Denmark.
In Denmark. I'm on the couch, I'm not on the trails. I had some pretty bad news overnight. I've had to stop. I've had a blister on my foot that's just gone AWOL, and we had the medics come out when we got to the aid station at Parry's Beach. I still ran all the way through, I was powering up, but before that I just started to hobble every now and then, especially going up some hills, and I knew something was up. I called back out there and said, I'm a little bit concerned about this, which I don't normally do.
Yeah, we've been treating this blister for a couple of days now, so it was...
Well, you have. I didn't even look at it. I refused to look at it.
Yeah, but the medics have been assisting us with trying to treat it for a few days, and it's just getting progressively worse.
Anyway, the medic came over and I just laid down and she taped me up and did everything, and she then asked Beck to go for a walk with her for some private conversations. And what did she tell you?
She just basically said that she's concerned it's getting to the point where the skin's going to start coming away from the foot, and it will get infected. It's already oozing non-stop, like a real pussy sort of liquid, and
because it's infected now.
It's probably, yeah. She said he needs to go and see a doctor as soon as he finishes the event. So yeah, he's going to obviously need some antibiotics or something to clear it up, and hopefully that'll be all that's needed. But she did say, you know, there's been occasions in the past few years where you know, people have needed to go on IV antibiotics and things like that. So her concern was that it would get progressively worse because keeping it clean is basically impossible out there. Every time we take the shoe off, it was full of sand and dirt and grit, and we were cleaning the blisters, you know, as much as we could, but there was still a lot of time that it's sitting in a really dirty, sort of sandy environment. So
when we got to the last place, Beck, I won't forget her reaction. She was shocked. I didn't see it. I just said, I don't want to see it. And apparently the whole bandage had just moved because the infection, the pus was actually coming out that much that it moved the whole bandage below it, and it was just all covered in sand and grit and dirt. So we had 114 Ks to go. That was it. And I was primed. I was ready to keep going, mentally anyway. I had a snooze, and then Beck asked me, what do you think? And my body cooled down then, and I tried to stand up, and I just couldn't even, I can't even stand up straight. I'm actually, at the moment, I'm having to actually walk assisted with my poles. So...
Because you can't put your foot down.
I can't put my foot down.
yeah, so at the moment I'm actually a little bit concerned how I'm going to get around the next few days. It just feels like I've got this massive like lump on the bottom of my foot that's just wants to release everything, and it's just so sore. Like as I'm talking to you, I can feel it's throbbing now, and I can feel it, you know, hurting. So unfortunately, that's my first DNF ever. Spoke with the race director, Sean. He's fantastic. He said, mate, come and spend the rest of the week here, bring your kids down, bring Beck down, hang out with us. But as you can imagine from my side, I'm just absolutely gutted. I'm all cried out now. I've had my cry. The kids have had their cry as well with me. They were worried more for me, I think. And it was good to hear that, you know, how they sort of took it all. But yeah, sorry if I've disappointed you guys. I appreciate all the support, all your help, and your encouragement. And I'm lucky that I've got you guys in my life, because you're good people, very good people. And I said that to a few of you guys today as well. Some of you guys called today, which I just so appreciated, by the way. And just going through some of those messages on that group, just, you know, amazing people. So thank you guys. Not the result we wanted, but I did say to Beck, does this mean we have to fucking come back here? But yeah, that's how it goes sometimes. I mean, these events, they're huge. I mean, this is it's in the top 10 hardest 200 miles in the world for a reason. So, and it is what it is. But thanks, guys. Have a great morning. We're out.
Good morning, guys. I'm just getting attended to here by Nurse Beck. She's having to do my feet.
I like Harry's looks like a plum.
Got sand on my foot.
Again.
It's everywhere. Look at it. Tell me away.
Oh, it'll be alright.
So as I look back over Delirious West, it's been one heck of an adventure and a journey, but not just for me, but for everyone who came along to support. Their encouragement and their presence has made all the difference. At first, I wanted to hate the event because I didn't finish, but instead, I found great joy in celebrating the successes of those I met along the way. Watching them achieve their goals and make it to the finish line was incredibly inspiring.
91 hours, 9 minutes and 10 seconds, Mr. Duke.
This is Jeff's tree. Jeff was a previous race director of Delirious West for 4 years and unfortunately died suddenly. At the completion of the event, all runners are to put up a pair of shoes to donate to the tree. There's also been a plaque placed in his memory at the bottom of the tree. Rest in peace, Jeff. Although I didn't succeed and complete the 200-mile goal, this journey has been nothing short of incredible. I've really learned so much along the way, made lifelong friends, and had the chance to inspire the next generation.
Sharing this experience with others has truly been rewarding. And only those who have been here can truly understand the profound impact Delirious West has on your life.
This is what it's like when you come back from ultramarathons injured. To pick up our luggage.